Hello. Um, Hello. My name is Elisa Pierce. I am the product owner for Daylight, Surfliner's front end, micro front end solution. Today is the, and now I've forgotten which number sprint. I believe we're on sprint 10. And I'll go over to our Surfliner issues board with our milestones. So we've gotten done quite a lot of work. Um, and so what I'm after is our milestone. There it is. So we have Comet Sprint 35, Daylight Sprint 7, and Lark Sprint 10. For Daylight, I am able to demo. Today, our goal was to create a clone of this Blacklight default out of the box solution for a discovery platform. So what we've been able to do is build out components based on our previous components. And so here we have our spike component that we had developed initially to validate our component or micro front end usage. We made a start here component, which has the basic workings under the hood of what these components will be built from. So this includes a base of the HTML, including a template, which is the style of programming that we're using to build web components. And then it also has some CSS, a slot example to be able to dynamically generate content, as well as some testing and other development improvements we've made for our developer experience. So what we were able to complete was a header component, again, with dynamic data coming in from a JSON. We were able to complete a facet component. So these are all demo examples using dummy data. And then we also created a search facet or a search form. And then finally, the footer. And so with each one of these components for Daylight, they come together to form a whole page. And so this gives us modular components individually developed to make them independently deployable. And that brings in quite a lot of advantage when developing a front end. So that is my Daylight demo for today. It's very exciting to get to this place. We were able to identify some key questions that we want to make sure that we answer here in our upcoming sprint, including naming conventions, the necessary JSON, and then even hopefully going as far as developing in the back end a solution to deliver that data dynamically. All right, so with that concluded, I am going to pass this over to Margaret for our Comet demo.
Yeah, thank you, Elisa. Like Elisa said, it was a lot of front end work over on Daylight with them building all of this out. We haven't done sprint planning for the next sprint yet, but I'm anticipating that we might start shifting into some back end work in terms of getting our Blacklight application actually using all of those components and starting to produce some APIs and things. So that's something to look forward for next sprint. A few other things I want to point out before we get into the Comet demo. We have done some work on Lark this past sprint. Alex finally got the Lark staging deploy working over at UCSB. We don't have a demo for that. And we still need to figure out how exactly we're going to go about testing and making sure all of that works. But we've made some progress in getting that up and running. And probably we'll tackle the production instance of that in the next sprint. And maybe we'll have something to show there. And the other thing to mention is that I only have one small thing to demo for Comet, but a lot of work has been done. A lot of it right now is sitting kind of in progress or in a needs review state. I imagine that Gabriella and I We'll probably try and meet before the end of the next sprint to kind of go over and see what's been done there, and see what's demoable there. But I do have one thing that I want to share today. Um, Here is our staging comment. We'll log in. I'm going to create an object. Um, object. Uh, let's make it public. My Zoom is in the way, so I can't click the buttons. And I'll just make a simple object. And the thing that we did work on is in this relation section right here. It's always said in project default project, but we wanted to add something here to show what collections it is in as well. So this isn't in any collections right now. I'll just add it to one. Uh, There's a collection I created. And save those changes. And now when I go back to the object here, you can see it now has this in collection and lists the collection. So that's a little quality of life thing that we have. We now have links between our objects and our collection showing up on the object page instead of having to go to the collection page to view them. Like I said, a lot of other work has been done. We have either have or are very close to having arc ingests in bulk, so that if an object already has an arc, when we're doing the initial bulk ingest, that will get carried through. And there's been a lot of other work done on the Comet side that's still being reviewed. So that's what I have for today. But look forward to probably more in Comet Land for our final demo.
Excellent. Thank you, Margaret. So that concludes our demo for this work cycle. And thank you.